When we feel stuck in life, notice the same situations repeating, or find ourselves in familiar patterns, especially in relationships, it's essential to look inward and ask, where is the energy being blocked? Energy is meant to flow freely. When that flow is disrupted, it becomes stagnant. And when energy stagnates, life mirrors that stagnation through repetitive experiences and emotional patterns. Our attention plays a pivotal role in directing energy. Wherever we focus, our energy follows. This is more than just a concept, it's a truth that shapes our reality. There are two types of attention: polar attention. This kind actively influences reality, either by attracting or repelling experiences. Non-polar attention. This type remains neutral and can actually dissolve or disintegrate existing energies and patterns. To make it clearer, think of polar attention as having two poles. Positive focus draws in experiences we value and desire. Negative focus pulls in the things we fear or dislike. It works like a magnet. The positive pole attracts and the negative pole repels. Therefore, we must be mindful of what we're focusing on. Our thoughts are shaping our world. When we intentionally focus on the positive, on our goals and dreams, we naturally align our energy with abundance and growth. Energy begins to move again, and our life circumstances start to change. However, many of us have been conditioned both biologically and socially to live in a state of fear and survival. This survival mode teaches us to avoid risk and protect ourselves from perceived threats. While this has helped us survive, it can also trap us in a cycle of fear-based thinking. By choosing to step out of survival mode and consciously redirect our attention to love, possibility, and purpose, we unlock our true creative power. Life becomes a flow, not a fight. Healing begins where awareness grows. Thus, this inclination has significantly influenced our understanding of the surrounding universe. Individuals frequently engage in similar relationship patterns due to their difficulty in relinquishing past experiences. Rather than concentrating on cultivating new healthy relationships, folks become preoccupied with evading prior adverse experiences. This obsession frequently results in the attraction of similar partners, perpetuating a cycle of detrimental relationships. To disrupt this pattern, individuals must acquire the ability to effectively process their past experiences. This is where neutral or non-polar focus becomes relevant. Attention can be classified into two categories: positive and negative. Although life appears to react more favorably to positive attention, it actually responds to the substance of our focus, irrespective of its positivity or negativity. For instance, when confronted with a workplace obstacle, we can opt to view it positively as a chance for development. In this instance, we will draw in the energy and reality that correspond to our optimistic disposition. Conversely, if we perceive the same circumstance unfavorably, we will draw negative energy. Our perception of content as favorable or negative is contingent upon our emotional state. When we experience good emotions, our brains interpret the information as favorable. When we experience negative emotions, our brains interpret the information as unfavorable. When in a condition of dread, our minds promptly generate negative thoughts, leading to the manifestation of those thoughts. This is why it is crucial to guarantee a congruence between the heart and thinking. When one experiences bad emotions, the mind promptly begins to produce adverse thoughts, resulting in unfavorable outcomes. When we observe anything with non-polar neutral attention, it enters our existence and subsequently departs. It possesses no authority over us. In an adverse circumstance, one can merely observe and acknowledge it. There is an absence of both optimism and criticism regarding it. You would persist on the same trajectory as previously. No alterations would occur. The problem would simply dissipate. To materialize our desired reality, it is crucial to comprehend the influence of our focus on the realization of our aspirations. Individuals frequently oppose their past traumas and concerns by directing negative attention towards them. This merely exacerbates and extends the adverse experiences. To manifest the reality we seek, it is essential to integrate polar and non-polar attention. This necessitates three primary steps. The initial step is acceptance, serving as the remedy for resistance. Acceptance of a circumstance precludes resistance to it. Acceptance dissolves the energy allocated to negative focus and redirects it towards positive manifestations. We must recognize that we are not gaining energy, but rather redirecting it. Our objectives aim to, we merely need to remove ourselves to facilitate their emergence. This begins with complete acceptance of the present circumstances, regardless of their negativity. By embracing the worst-case scenario, we cease to empower it with the energy of opposition. We can then direct our attention towards neutral awareness, which is crucial for actualizing our aspirations. It is vital to recognize that the decision regarding our perception of a circumstance is entirely ours. By embracing and focusing on positive manifestations, we can construct the reality we seek. To effectuate any transformation in our life, we must first embrace the present moment in its entirety. The present is perpetually in a state of flux and remains immutable regardless of our efforts. When we endeavor to comprehend it, it has already transitioned into the past. Our strength resides in selecting our desires for the forthcoming moment. We frequently delude ourselves into believing that a setback equates to failure. We develop attachments and identify with our behaviors. To diminish the significance of setbacks, we must fully embrace the worst-case scenario. Upon completion, we should concentrate on how the adverse event may conceal an opportunity. All events in our lives are inherently neutral. It is our perception that assigns them positive, negative, or neutral significance. We possess the ability to convert every circumstance into an opportunity for advancement and progress. This phenomenon is referred to as blessings in disguise, wherein an ostensibly adverse event may serve as a protective measure against a potentially detrimental consequence. To accomplish this, we must first acknowledge the truth of the circumstance and subsequently refocus our attention on favorable outcomes. The more we engage in this exercise, the more we can control our attention, so becoming increasingly formidable in shaping our world. Attention is the most potent instrument we possess as co-creators of our reality. By focusing our attention appropriately, we can realize the life we seek. This triadic approach of acceptance, redirection, and choice has the potential to profoundly enhance our lives. It is crucial to recognize that rejecting or suppressing our emotions might be detrimental. We should permit ourselves to experience our emotions completely and thereafter shift our focus towards favorable outcomes. Through diligence and perseverance, this method can evolve into a formidable instrument for cultivating a gratifying and joyful existence. You are expending energy that was before squandered due to resistance. You are utilizing your focus efficiently to manifest the reality you desire. Recognizing the present situation is not an admission of defeat, but an acceptance of it. In this realm of acceptance, our vision sharpens and the path to our desires unfolds. By accepting the worst-case scenario, we liberate the energy that was once squandered in opposition to it. At that moment, our focus transforms into the catalyst for transformation. We shift our attention to our desires, and reality adjusts accordingly. As co-creators of our reality, we possess the capacity to select our trajectory, mold our experiences, and determine our fates. True transformation begins when we choose to focus on what truly matters in our lives. Move forward with confidence and purpose. Remember, you are the architect of your destiny. Thank you for spending your time with me and watching this video. If you found value in what we shared today, please show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. And if you think someone you care about could benefit from this message, feel free to share it with your friends and family. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below to share your thoughts, reflections, or any personal experiences related to today's topic. Your continued support and presence mean the world. Take care, and I can't wait to connect with you again in our next session.